Good morning, students. Hope you all are good and staying at your home safely. So, students, we were doing the chapter The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. So, I just give you a quick review of the chapter again where I have completed it. So, Casey was a little girl who lived with her parents and grandmother. As I told you that she was afraid of her father because of his overpowering nature. She stuttered in front of him, and her grandmother wanted her to understand her parents better and would ask her to go to the drawing room and have a talk with them. But she always found them busy in their own work. So one day what happened? Grandmother suggested her to make a pin cushion for her father's birthday that is coming in the following week, and she was also at home because of cold. So Casey made the pin cushion, stuffing it by tearing some sheets of paper into tiny pieces, which she first found in her mother bedroom, and that paper was lying on the bed. So she just stored up all the paper into a small pieces, and she just fill it up by fill that pin cushion. Now those were the very important paper as they contain her father's speech for the Port Authority. So Casey had committed blunder, but nothing could be done once the paper were torn. So angry father punished her by hitting her on her palm with a ruler. So to get a comfort, she had took the help of her grandmother, and after that Casey complained to her grandmother that this was father was that was a mistake which she has done it, and she was trying to explain the reason behind it to her father, but her father was too angry to listen to anything. So he just picked up a ruler and hit her hand with it. Now Casey found Mr. McDonald a different sort of father who lived next to a door and used to play with his 5 children, laughing and enjoying with them. So this convinced Casey that all fathers are not alike. Some are loving like Mr. McDonald, and some are cruel like her own father. So till this I have explain you the chapter, that is page number 32, 33, 34 and 35 I have explained you. Now I'll just go with the page number 36 and 37, that is the last 2 pages of the chapter. So I'll took from here, that is page number 35. Then it was decided there were different sorts of father. Last paragraph. Suddenly one day mother became ill and she and grandmother went to hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. That was all right in the daytime. So one day what happened? Her mother became ill and she and grandmother went to hospital. So she was left all alone in the house with Alice who was a cook, and that was all right in the daytime. Means in the daytime she was playing and having fun with the cook, that was Alice. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. So but at the night what happened, the little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook, but that was all right in the daytime. But when night fell, she suddenly grew afraid, because what would she do if she had a nightmare? She was thinking of it. But the same, you just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. Now she said that okay, you just go to sleep, and that was said by Alice, and she was pulling her socks, and also said that don't scream and wake up your poor father. But the same old nightmare came. The butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, "Grandma, Grandma." She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. But all time what? She often had nightmare, and that's why Alice took her into her bed, and she was not there that night. So Alice tried to console her by putting her to bed, and while sleeping she had a horrible dream in the middle of the night, and she woke up screaming, and that was the same nightmare she always sees, that there was a butcher who had a knife in his hand and a rope, and he was coming nearer to her, and she started crying out after seeing that nightmare, and she started screaming, "Grandma, Grandma," and she woke shivering. So she woke shivering means like she was trembling out of a fear. जो कहते हैं ना बहुत तेज कपकपाना, shivering means trembling out of a fear. So she started shivering, and she woke up with a shivering, and what she saw, that her father is standing beside her bed. "What's the matter?" he said. Now his father asked, "What's the matter?" "Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny." He blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. So her father asked, what happened. So she said that, "I saw a butcher, a knife, and I want a granny." Granny means a grandmother. And then what her father done, he just blew out the candle which he was holding it, and then he bent down and caught the child in his arm, and he carried the child in his arm, and went to his own bedroom. A newspaper was on bed. A half-smoked cigar was near his reading lamp. Means this is the thing which were there on the bed. So that was telling us that a newspaper was on the bed. A half-smoked cigar was near his reading lamp. He put away the paper, threw the cigar into the fireplace, then carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. So a newspaper was on his bed, a half-smoked cigar was there on the reading lamp. So he just put away the paper and also threw the cigar into a fireplace. Then he tucked up the child on the bed, and he lay down beside her, and a half asleep still. And there was a butcher's smile which she was thinking about, and she crept close to him, and just snuggled means hota hai beta, move into a warm comfortable position. So she just snuggled her head under his, she just put her head in a comfortable position, and held tightly to his shirt. She just put her head on his father arm in a very comfortable position, and also held tightly to his shirt. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. So now she was not scared of anything, and there was nothing like dark for her, and she lay still. "Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm," said father. So her father said that, "Just rub your feet on my legs, and just get yourself warm." Tired out, he slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her, and before she slept, her father gone for a sleep. So a funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. So she thought that there was no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. So she was thinking that her grandmother was also the hard, like the skin and bones, but he is not harder than the grandmother, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald. So he was thinking that every day he had to work, and he had to work so much that he was to be tired then to be Mr. McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stared suddenly and sighed. So she was thinking about that paper which she had torn up, and that was a beautiful writing speech which she had written for a port authority. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream. So she looked her father and shied. मतलब कि वो शर्माई. So now the father was in a half sleep. So he asked, "What's the matter? Why are you laughing? Why are you shied? Have you seen the another dream?" "Oh," said the little girl, "my head's on your heart. I can hear it going." "What a big heart you have got, father dear." So she said that, "No, my head is on your heart and I can hear it. And what a big heart you got, father." So she said that, "What a big heart you have yourself." So I just repeat it again. What the two pages said that one day Kezzy's mother fell ill, and her mother and her grandmother went to hospital. So the little girl was left all alone in the house with Alice, that was a cook. So Kezzy was all right in the daytime, but when night fell, she grew suddenly afraid. What would she do if she had a nightmare? So she was thinking about it, but she often had a nightmare, and then Alice took her into her bed, but she was not there that night. Alice tried to console her by putting her to bed, but while sleeping, she had a horrible dream in the middle of the night, and that was a butcher who was having a knife and a rope in his hand, and he was coming nearer and nearer to a Kezzy. She woke up screaming, and when she opened her eyes, she saw her father standing beside her bed, holding a candle in his hand. So he took Kezzy with her into his room and made her warm on his bed. He made her feel safe and comfortable with him. Kezzy then realized that her father was not a cruel person. She felt sorry for comparing him with the giant and also with the McDonald family father. She realized that he loved her and cared for her in his own way. So she was proud to find her father as a big-hearted man. So this is the whole story. Like I have explained you, tomorrow I will be discussing the answers with you all, as I have done earlier with you all, that in the previous class chapter in the Kingdom of Fools, we have done the question answers in the WhatsApp classes, and after in last 5 minutes I had given you the video related to the question answers. So same case will be happen in this term also. And from Monday I will be taking up the grammar class, that is yours rearrangement of the sentences, how you are going to rearrange the sentences. So till Saturday I will finish my chapter, and from Monday you all have your paper, that is 1 hour paper. So just get ready for it also, and start studying, students. And from Monday, whatever period we have, means if it is of 20 minutes 30 minutes time period, then also I'll give you the grammar video that is related to your rearrangement of the sentences. Now just find out the question answers of the chapter, that is the little girl. We will discuss it tomorrow in the WhatsApp class. Thank you, students. Take care and bye bye.